Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Put Me Over podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Gomez, a.k.a. The Mez, and you're listening to episode 34 of the new World Order podcasting, the Put Me Over podcast. I'm joined today by, you know him, you love him, my wonderful, beautiful co-hosts, To my left, he is the 10th one of the world, the big bad booty daddy himself, Dickalicious Richard Garcia.
What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing? Nice intro, by the way.
Finally, I nailed it down this time.
Hey, better late than never. Great.
Also joining us, everybody's favorite uncle, the $100 man, Bobby Diaz.
Hey, yeah!
If you watch the PWG shows, you'll get that joke. Just go on YouTube and then look up PWG, and you're gonna hear it a bunch of times.
I love it.
It's a little too inside baseball, I feel like, for some
Probably.
people. But go watch the highlight videos from PWG. And rounding out the crew, you know him, you love him, the Pinoy powerhouse, Byron Pagdalao.
Hey guys, happy to be on this podcast.
Yeah, I fucked up earlier. I said podcast. Fuck me, right?
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
But you might come up with an idea, though. If we were on a cattle ranch, we could do a cattle podcast.
Ooh, let's start a ranching podcast where we talk about prods.
The podcast.
Yeah.
The cattle podcast.
Cattle podcast.
Dude, I
There you
barely
go.
got that Goldberg reference you guys are talking about right now. It just stuck in my head.
You barely got
yeah,
that?
I was like, oh shit, that's what you meant.
We should make a shirt with the thing, the cattle prod,
Dude.
and the podcast. Boom.
Boom.
Done.
Done.
Done and done.
Maybe we could talk to the people over at WrestleCrate.com. If you're ever in the market for one of these cool mystery loot boxes, you don't know what's going to come every month. I don't know what's going to come every month, but we get them shipped here, and you can too. All you got to do is sign up. Go to WrestleCrate.com, and you're going to put in our promo code PUTMEOVER, and you're going to get 20% off your first month. That website is going to put you over, and you're going to be enjoying things at a discounted price, and we all love discounts. Supplies are limited, so be sure to sign up today at WrestleCrate.com. And also, we got Stone Cold in here. Oh, hell yeah. What you're going to do, you're going to go to LapelYeah.com. It's like my catchphrase, oh, hell yeah. But it's LapelYeah.com. If you're ever in the market for a pin, You've probably seen these pins. These wrestling pins are the greatest thing. They're the hottest thing on God's green earth. Oh, you don't got to go down to Los Feliz or Los Angeles on Gimmick Street. You just go to LapelYeah.com. You put in the promo code, put me over, and then you're going to get 20% off your entire order. Oh, hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stone
man.
Cold.
Stone Cold.
By Stone Cold
Come on
himself.
Stoned Cold.
Stoned Cold.
How
Stoned
much
Cold.
did we pay for that promo, dude?
now. 70
$4.20.
Yeah, we paid a gram. 1 gram's worth of weed.
There you go.
Damn, dude.
You know, whenever I smoke weed, I get a little fuzzy in the brain, a little bit of dope, a little bit of the devil's lettuce gets me riled up, and you know I just gotta chill out. I can't drink my wine, I can't drink any Steve Weiser or anything from El Segundo Brewing Company where you can pick up the Broken Skull IPA. But you know, I just level out a little bit, man. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
You're pretty mellow, Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Pretty
just-
man.
Hey, I got a question for you. You know how
Yeah.
you say you take a sip for the working man? Do
Yeah.
you take a toke for the working man now?
Cup of tokes for the working man. Oh hell yeah,
He's mellow, dude.
mellow, stone cold.
It's like Macho Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I couldn't transition from Stone Cold to Macho Man.
I think that's a work in progress, though.
Yeah, we'll work on it. I like this character, Stone Cold Steve
Stone
Austin.
Cold
He's a good
Steve
guy.
Austin. Austin 420 says,
pretty
I just
reliable.
smoked your ass.
Damn.
That was an X-Pac thing, though.
That
I
is-
like it, though. I like
That
it. It
was
works.
good.
It works both. Light a fatty for this Texas Rattlesnake Daddy.
There you go.
Texas Rattlesnake, brought to you by TexasRattlesnake.com. You go to the website, you can put 20 over, blah, blah, blah. Anyways,
Hey, we're getting a lot of sponsors, guys.
a lot of sponsors. Texas Rattlesnakes are our newest sponsor.
I believe they're out of Texas. Is that correct?
They're actually out of Illinois.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
fun,
Oh,
weird
shit.
twist.
Oh,
They are
man.
the best in the world, though, apparently.
You busted a Russo right there.
Yeah. Swerve, brother.
You swerved me, brother.
You just got swerved, brother.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, so I don't know how to transition. Yeah. Also, another thank you to you guys. A lot of editing going to be happening on this podcast.
That's all right.
Thank you guys so much for listening and downloading, telling your friends, writing, reviewing, giving all those special people in your life the knowledge that is the new world order of podcasting. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever you find your podcasts, you're downloading. You can also find us on Pornhub, which is
Especially on Pornhub.
especially on Pornhub. We get nothing for that, but if you're gonna wank off, might as well do it while listening to four jabronis talk about stuff. So yeah, find us on all downloading platforms for podcasts.
Nobody knows if you're watching porn if you have us on the background.
No one's gonna know unless you know what I don't like when you go to start a video like on Pornhub or X videos, what have you, and there's an advertisement for Camster.com.
Oh yes, the first you have to wait 5 seconds before you actually watch the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Worst.
you know my boner's gotta wait 5 seconds. First of all, second of all, I get this bitch telling me, "Hey baby, are you jerking off all alone?" Yes, you fucking judgmental bitch.
Oh,
course.
Stormy Daniels.
I don't know. Stormy Daniels is one
And
of
she was
them.
in one of them. That I
One of them,
remember.
for sure.
It's this other broad that's judging me.
Yeah. Fucking assholes, man. They know exactly what you're doing.
Just let me do my thing, man.
I think they're both on X videos and Pornhub now, huh?
Those.
Because I know Pornhub for sure has Camster.
Yeah, Pornhub for
I've
sure.
heard. And then X videos. I think.
I wouldn't be
has something
surprised if they do. I mean,
X videos is
they
the
need
best.
They need to make money. They
Are
need
you
advertisement.
jerking off by yourself?
Yes.
yes, I am.
As opposed to with someone else.
That's crazy.
Preferably, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they have jerk off parties, but I mean, what are the chances of that happening?
Wait, what the fuck is a jerk off party?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's part of the Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
go over and you,
I believe it's after the Lucha House party.
yeah, it's after. It's the after hours.
It's the after party, jerk off party.
Lucha House Party, I think, is kind of racist.
It's kind of racist.
Do they have to come out with piñatas and noisemakers from Tijuana?
And
Is the
Modelo's.
lucha.
It's always Modelo time.
It's always Modelo time.
Modelo's fucking delicious too, though. So yeah.
I think we should work on getting Modelo as our sponsor, by the way.
Not as good as Broken Skull IPA.
Anyways, we that was a little tangent. Let's get into some Dick's Dirty News. Take it away, Dick.
I'm sure you can tell by how we are right now. We are very excited for this weekend, gentlemen.
What a great week.
It's going to be an even better weekend coming up. Survivor Series weekend is in LA, and it's not just exclusive to WWE only. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of mini shows going to be around town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. LA Confidential is going to be one of them. Joey Janela's old shindig. Yeah, so it kind of sucks for him because that's also one thing he did was build himself a actual event, but he can't do it because he's injured.
That's true. He's going to be in the gorilla position.
He's
maybe
going to be in the gorilla position. But good for him though. He busted his ass and
busted his knee.
he busted his knee.
Hey.
He busted his knee, unfortunately. And yeah, so he's going to have his own event this weekend, and the main event's going to be David Arquette versus Nick Gage.
What?
Sounds like I can skip that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, Nick Gage, CZW legend.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I degaff.
Yeah,
100%.
But it was supposed to be Joey Ryan, but he did have a pec injury.
Oh, he busted a Triple H.
He did bust a Triple
Is
H.
that for a title of some sort or what?
Probably for their championship, but
Fuck.
Yeah, not doing themselves any favors by booking that.
Yep.
yeah, it's true. But still, though, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of shows going on in LA. Though it's gonna be pretty busy this weekend. As for us, we're gonna be going to Takeover this weekend.
NXT Takeover. You can find us on the floor, baby. Our sponsors hooked us up. No, I'm just kidding. Not our sponsors. We hooked ourselves up.
Yes, we
and,
did.
Got that American Express pre-sale.
We treated ourselves.
Yeah, we took some funds from the Put Me Over account. And we're treating ourselves. Two of us actually.
We broke our 401k for these
There
shows.
you go. No
Lucky.
retirement. Hello Survivor
Yeah,
Series.
we got a PMOP 401k. God
so,
damn, that was a mouthful.
Yeah, I was surprised you got that out.
That's what she said.
Hey yo. But yeah, we're gonna be at Takeover. Really excited. Any listeners gonna be in attendance? We'll be there. Look for us.
We're two jabronis on the floor, even though we're gonna be in a sea of jabronis, though.
Pussies on the pavement. Pussies on the pavement.
Are you guys gonna be camera side? Is there gonna be camera angles?
We're gonna be like near the stage, like the Tron.
Oh, dude, you should put me over.
Dude,
That's
we
a
should
good
bring a put me over
idea.
sign.
That is a good idea.
That's a great sign.
I've never taken a sign to an event.
I have not.
Do they take that shit away? They kind of vet you, right, when you come in with your sign?
You could just say
Probably.
"put me over."
Yeah.
At put me over.
Ooh, that'd be.
Prodcast. They won't know what that is.
They won't know. No, they
There
won't.
you go.
Dude, you should. I swear that's a great.
We
idea.
got 2 days to get this shit figured out. So
Dick,
yeah.
make a sign. My
Yeah, post it
handwriting is awful.
All right.
doesn't have to be
we'll
good.
Figure it out.
But yeah.
A bright green one.
Bright green one. That's it. But other news as well. Yesterday was the anniversary of Eddie Guerrero's death. He died on November 13th. Rest in peace. Man, I can't believe it's been, 13 years?
13 years. Oh my God.
13, man.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I remember hearing the news and just
Yes.
being like, what? I couldn't believe it. Obviously, it was a shocker.
When
Not the shock.
not the shocker though.
I wish it was
But
Sean
yeah, I still remember it to this day of his death. I just happened to be home. I read the news and I was actually almost broke down, and it was just such a sad thing. It was just a sad moment that he had unexpectedly passed away, and he was doing so well. I mean, he was recovering. He was battling his demons. He was beating them. He was going to get a push, only for it to all fall short.
Yeah. Especially, when you found out, he was brushing his teeth and like, who could have predicted that
No
to
one.
happen? It was super bummer. It's bumming me out right now.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, he was one of the best, like one of those high flyers. Everyone loved him. I mean, he really did bring in the Latino type of wrestling, and it brought like that new era of like those high flyers and stuff.
Oh, for sure.
He made it cool.
Plus, he's one of the guys who transitioned from being a cruiserweight to actually, transcending that and becoming, a champion, obviously, like WWE champ. So it's
beat Brock Lesnar for that.
He
Yeah.
did.
which is insane to think about.
Yeah. In
That's
hindsight,
crazy.
that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And he was one of the main. I mean, he was one of the main guys on SmackDown. He was part of that SmackDown 6.
Yeah, it's super sad to hear about that and be reminded of that.
Best frog splash in the game.
Shaw Guerrero's
Yeah.
actually doing ring announcing.
She
I
is
think,
for
before.
Lucha Underground.
Lucha
Whoa,
Underground.
that's good.
You know who the new champ is?
Who?
They left off their last season finale. Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to
Wow.
MMA swag?
I don't know.
He's actually not a bad wrestler though.
I mean, he was in Bellator, right?
No, I thought it was
I don't
like-
think he was in Bellator, but he
It was
did
like Ryzen, I
he did
thought.
do some MMA matches.
Huh. Well, good for him. That's pretty cool.
weird.
I guess.
Now, but now that we're on the subject of Lucha Underground, this may be the last season. They still haven't had. They're still not sure if they're going to renew another season.
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I really like Lucha Underground. I don't watch it religiously, but every time I watch, I need to watch the season finale with the Aztec Warfare, and they had a death match, and they had a lot of crazy shit go on. But yeah, Lucha Underground, check it out.
But while we're on that, let's see what else we got. Becky Lynch, that's a big one right there. She's going to be out for Survivor Series.
Damn, that's a bummer. She had the greatest moment of her
She
career.
was going through probably the biggest push of her life or of her career, I should say. And for those that don't know what happened, long story short, she did suffer a concussion during Raw on Monday, and she's not cleared to wrestle this weekend. So
See her
she's-
face? Her face.
They
is
said
fucked.
broken face and a
broken
concussion.
face and a
but
concussion. Yeah. My thing is like it's probably an orbital bone. If it's a broken orbital bone, she's gonna be out for a while.
That shit's swole as fuck.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and it sucks because you see her getting this huge push, and like you see someone like Alexa Bliss who got off of injury, and she can come back, and they're like, no, let's hold it off. You're not wrestling just yet, and it makes you wonder how long they're gonna push Becky Lynch not being able to wrestle.
Well, the thing about it though is that it's concussions, and you don't know how long it's gonna take for them to recover or for them to be cleared by the doctors.
yeah, they don't take that shit lightly like they used to anymore.
Yeah, nowadays it's like you got a concussion, they got to follow all these protocols to make sure you're going to be back in the ring, or I mean, even in other sports, back on the field, back playing. It's a different era. Back in the day, you had a concussion, you go out there, you you just go out there and you just keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it is good that they're doing that though. Like, there's no doubt that that's
Oh, absolutely.
It protects the talent, and I'm all for it. If that means my favorite wrestler can't wrestle for a few more weeks, so be it. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
for sure. I want to see everyone healthy and able to compete.
Prevent the next Chris Benoit, you know?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
That's
so-
that's
Swiss cheese brains.
That's the thing. And the culprit behind it was Nia Jax, and it did happen on Raw. Yeah,
she's getting a lot of heat.
she is getting a lot of heat.
Good for her, though.
It is justified. Because she's had a track record of hurting hurting people in the ring, and she's only been on the main roster for what, at most a year and a half.
Yeah, about.
Yeah,
I'd say maybe closer to 2, probably. She's like up there.
At most, and this is she's had a track record. She dropped Charlotte on her head about a year ago.
Ooh, she
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
catch
that
that moonsault.
She did not catch that moonsault. Oh no, the Charlotte one was with the shoulder breaker.
Oh yeah, no, there was another one. There was a shoulder breaker was one where she gave her a skull breaker, and then Charlotte was on the top rope to the outside. She was supposed to catch her and totally fell backwards, and Charlotte ended up hitting her knees like on her like her
man.
body, and then that made her face hit the floor.
Shit.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, I see it right here. Head spiked.
What else? There's a couple of others.
She's heard Alexa.
She heard
heard-
Ember, right? Was it Ember?
Not yet.
Or
I don't think so. I know she hurt Asuka. I mean, I'm reading them right here. Someone made a whole list of them on Reddit. So I mean, someone got hurt. She hurt Bailey.
Bailey
Separated
had a
her
separated
shoulder.
shoulder. That's right.
Yo, she's getting killed on these comments on her Twitter right now. It's
And then
kinda crazy.
Zelina too. I
Zelina
guess
was
she-
out with a concussion. That's right.
Yep. Dude, and it sucks. Like, I mean, is it really her fault? I mean, what's?
It's careless for sure. I mean, the whole thing, like, where accidents happen. I get that accidents happen, but when it's habitual and it's always a thing, there's something that needs to be said about her training or lack thereof before her push from NXT to the main roster. That they kind of need to focus on, and I don't know if she doesn't need to be fired or she didn't do
No,
it on
absolutely
purpose.
not.
But I mean, look at Brie Bella.
Whew. I mean, she's kind of taking the cake right now, and she's only been there for 2 years.
Yeah, Nia would take the cake.
Hey.
Whoa, heyo.
Zing.
But we gotta thank her though. It made Becky legendary. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That moment was priceless. I was like, oh fuck, this is the hardest fuck.
She did come off as a legit, like, even more of a badass, dude.
Haven't worked out that over a wrestler or wrestling moment like that in a while.
Not at all,
I was,
dude.
like,
Well, I mean, we're gonna get to it later on, but yeah, this was hands down the best on Raw.
Her defining moment, I think,
Yep.
Becky. She ate something from Nia, which no one ever does.
Yeah.
She ate a full fist from Nia.
A fist sandwich.
That was definitely
Knuckle sandwich.
That was
Knuckle
definitely
sandwich.
a potato.
stiff as fuck. Dude.
That was a potato.
That was a Hertz donut.
Yeah,
Ooh.
dude, and she was, and it's not like she was just a little bit of blood. She was gushing blood, dude.
It looked really bad. And the fact that she just like threw her arms up and was like, "What's up?
Yeah,
What's
dude.
up? Let's keep fighting."
And then I showed you guys that video that WWE posted on YouTube. They actually turned it black and white because of the blood.
Well, yeah.
Well,
That's
they've been doing that for
crazy.
years.
They have to.
They hate color now.
They won't even show WrestleMania 13 like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been doing that for a long time when it comes to blood.
That's crazy, man. But that's wild.
But going back to Nia, whose fault is that?
Nice.
It is. But at the same time, though, this is what happens when you push someone who's obviously not ready. You have NXT there. I mean, isn't the purpose of NXT to make sure that the talent is ready for the main roster?
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, you'd think that that's what it's for, but I mean, I think she just got pushed into the limelight so quickly. Like they were
Well, she
looking for
did.
this big woman.
She's not like most girls.
Yeah, she's not like most girls. So they were looking for that woman that's gonna like toss around these smaller chicks, and she was the one to do it. And they really did push her too soon. I think.
Well, a lot of it has to do with nepotism as well, because she is related to The Rock.
Yeah. I mean, she's got.
If she
a
wasn't
lineage.
related to The Rock, then she wouldn't be having this meteoric rise, I guess you could say. And I don't even want to say meteoric rise. It's pretty much a rise because she is related to The Rock.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think she has a lot to offer. The woman
For sure.
division.
I think she does. She has a lot of potential.
There's no one like her.
Very true.
It's. I mean, her song says it. There's no one else like her.
No.
And you know, I know that accidents happen. I feel like she was going for a forum and just miscalculated how close Becky was. But you can't just be throwing hands like that.
Nope.
Nah.
You got to be able
mean-
to pull your punches, really.
Especially when like it's an all out in the ring, like there's not one camera just on you. You know that it's panning all of them.
Oh, and
you
Kevin
don't-
Dunn was going crazy. I couldn't even keep track of everything.
Honestly.
He was having a fucking seizure or
Dude,
something,
he was like
dude.
pushing every
When I was-
single camera.
1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 1 2.
But
Kevin Dunn.
It was wild, and for to throw a punch like that, like it's just insane. Like, and now it's completely changed the whole lineup for this.
That was gonna be
Yeah,
That
Survivor
could have
Series.
headlined. That could have been the headliner for Survivor Series for sure.
That was going to be the headline.
That had the most hype behind it. I mean, I was super excited for it.
yeah. So
Stupid Naya.
So that changed a lot of plans for this weekend, obviously. Should we just jump into Raw?
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's
Let's
get
go
into
ahead and
Raw.
do that.
What were some of your highlights? I mean, Raw was kind of whack.
I mean,
Except for the final thing, they're trying to. I feel like they really backed themselves into a corner when it came to them having to book Survivor Series on 2 weeks because they had. Look, these are the pay-per-views we had in the last like month, maybe month and a half. We had Hell in a Cell, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, Evolution. I feel like I'm missing one.
Super Show.
Super Showdown, yeah.
Yeah,
Super Showdown,
All
yeah.
of those within the last month and a half, really, when you think about it. They had no time to build one of their top 4 pay-per-views of the year, one of the big 4. And it's kind of sad that that's what this pay-per-view is going to be like. It's super rushed. It's going to be a good show. Regardless, it's going to be a good
yeah.
show. But the way that they had to rush book everything is kind of crazy.
That, and then they also have to postpone whatever storylines that were going on each brand.
Yeah, pause everything so
Pause
we can all
everything
be friends.
just so that they can do kind of like an all-star. It's like an all-star game, basically. That's kind of like interpret the Survivor Series now is like the all-star game. Like you pause during the middle of whatever season it is, because WrestleMania is like the end of the season, and in between you have your feuds going on each show, and Survivor Series is like, well, this is where Raw meets SmackDown the one time of the year, even though they're full of shit when they say that because
They're co-branded pay-per-views now.
there's
Like,
yeah, exactly.
why is this isn't the only we see it all the time now. Like, I don't get why they try to make this a big deal. They're going to talk about it for maybe the week after, and then they're going to move on to the next pay-per-view. Like, I don't know. It's just really
Money in the Bank is co-branded when they do the match. Is Raw and SmackDown stars.
Well, no, remember they were just doing Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views. Now they're all combined pay-per-views.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, even like the Money in the Bank match, it's both Raw and SmackDown stars are in it.
Yeah. No. But you hear what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah,
They'll have like a
I get what you're
SmackDown
saying.
match and a Raw match.
yeah, I don't understand why they act like this is like, oh, we need to come together, camaraderie and this and that. It's like, nah, dude, like, not really. Like, I don't get it.
Who
Like,
cares?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
cares?
And especially since they're not really making the storylines great for it, it's kind of like, no, I don't really give a shit about that. Just get the matches to happen.
that's what I said. Like, I think the perfect analogy is like this is their All-Star game.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. But at the same time, I don't really give a shit. Like, it's not really a careable match.
I don't care about
Like-
brand supremacy. I don't think anyone cares about who's the better brand, because they run the same shows pretty much. And I don't know. That's just me.
Who won last year?
Who won?
DF.
Yeah. I liked it better when they had just teams of people that were having a feud,
Yeah.
rather than going from who was fighting. Finn Balor is now on a team with damn it, I don't even know who the teams are right now. But they got to stop everything that they're doing. We talked about this last week already. We don't got to go back into it. They basically pause everything so they can be buddy.
What would you
Help me out here, guys. God damn it.
Well, I think one of the best highlights that we're seeing the last couple weeks is Drew McIntyre's rise, dude. I think he's one of the most legit looking motherfuckers now in all of wrestling.
Even
in
more
Raw?
so now.
In
Yeah.
Raw, yes.
I think he could be champ. I think he should be champ.
They're doing everything correct with that guy, and I think that was probably my biggest takeaway from Raw was him versus Dolph. I thought that match was really good. Dolph Ziggler versus
Finn Balor.
but
Yeah.
it was supposed to be Drew McIntyre, and then he brought in Ziggler. But I mean, I think it's just making him that bigger guy, like, and that was the match I liked about the whole thing. But the way it played out, like he's playing his cards, but like, no, you got to fight this guy before you fight me.
Yeah, and Ziggler is going to put on a good match regardless with everybody.
Absolutely.
And yeah, they went out and had a good match. And that's another thing. That's what I meant to say earlier. Finn Balor's on a team with Drew McIntyre now, who they're supposed to be mad at each other.
Yeah,
They just beat him up last week.
Well, a lot of these teams are like that as well. They're constructed to where like there's like
Natalia and Ruby Riott.
yes, perfect
Same
example.
fucking team.
She just broke her dad's glasses and made her ugly cry on TV. And now here they are on the same team. Like it's dumb.
The
It's
Miz and Daniel
contrived.
Bryan before this past Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean,
that was.
We can go on as far as examples go.
but at least they played into it a little bit. Like, this is weird. Like, we shouldn't be working together. But these other mini feuds are they're just forgotten for a week or two.
I wonder if they'll leverage all of them too. I hope they all blow up somehow in that match. And the Survivor
yeah.
Series. I'm sure they will. That'll help determine the winner.
I hope they like
All turn on each other.
just turn on each other and just it's an all-out brawl. Like Nia's going after Ruby Riott, and then you have like
Well, because there's no stakes.
There isn't.
There isn't.
steak.
Maybe for Nia, but not for anyone else.
Oh, now you got me all hungry.
There's nothing on the line. Like you said last week, like if there was like a number 30 spot, which by the way, the mixed tag team challenge, the winner of that gets number 30 spot for their brand.
Well, that's okay. Thank you.
Something for that.
Yeah,
Because
that's
nobody's
so-
watching that shit.
No, it's on Facebook only, right?
It's on Facebook only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Cool.
So-
I don't even have the app installed.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Don't
so-
give a fuck.
So that's the thing. But for Survivor Series, there's got to be something other than be able to say like, "Oh, we're number one." Like, who cares? We watch both shows.
Yeah.
Like, they act like I'm like, no, I don't watch Raw. I only watch SmackDown. Like, fuck you.
No,
dude.
there's no one that does that.
It's not like WWE versus WCW. When I
No.
kind of chose, I was jumping shit back and forth, but yeah, I was team WWE for the most part.
But even then, I was still like watching both of them. It's not like I chose. Like it's not like you're walking around with a Raw shirt and I'm walking around with a SmackDown shirt and going, "Well, look at you, Raw sucks, man."
Yeah, like, is that what Vince thinks? Like, oh,
I don't
hope
know.
so. That's
I
hilarious.
hope not.
It's like they have their East teams and West teams, and then it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they all like go to. It's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's super dumb.
they act like I'm gonna act like I do when I see someone with the LAFC shirt and be like, jabronis. You know what I mean? Like, I watch both shows, and I like both shows, and it's the same roster. You know, they're all getting paychecks from WWE at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Something else that happened I thought was really cool. Dean cut a promo on Seth Rollins and burned his Shield
His vest.
vest.
Oh shit.
I guess we won't have video this week.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
He burned his Shield vest and basically made a statement saying the Shield is dead for now.
Thank you.
It should be dead now.
It
Yes.
should have been
Yes.
dead.
Yeah,
Like,
for
they
sure.
shouldn't have brought it back. Like I don't know. I was over it. I mean, it kind of like dulled down Seth Rollins, but like
Cooled
he's-
him down a lot.
I mean, but he's at his highest now again. Like
Ooh, him and Shinsuke. We can
Ooh,
get into that. But
hot.
yeah.
hot. But you know, and did you think that barrel was just a little bit too close to that car? Because
I thought he was going to burn the car on fire.
thought it was-
I thought he was like, this is the car that we drove together with, and I'm going to burn it to the ground. Like,
like an ex-girlfriend and shit.
yeah, I was like, why is that shitty like Hyundai red car next to the
Renee
barrel?
Young may want to be paying attention to that.
Was that his rental car?
I don't know, but it was really close to
I
that
don't know.
barrel.
if it was, I hope he got the insurance. He paid the extra $9 for it.
That's probably the best.
No
promo.
one gets the insurance.
Nobody
We
gets the
discussed this,
insurance.
right?
Yeah,
I
no.
do, but
You're a
but
weirdo.
That's the
Sucker. A sucker.
Watch it. This guy gets a rental car, doesn't get the insurance, he gets into an accident. And
I
he's
have my
screwed.
own insurance.
Oh, did it cover it?
Yeah,
your
I
own
got full
insurance
coverage,
covers it.
baby.
Full coverage, dog.
Okay, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Bobby gets jinxed. There is the one thing I also want to talk about, the opening segment. They did have all the tag teams go out for the Battle Royal. And as soon as they started brawling, Braun's music hits and destroys all the teams. Is that not a perfect analogy of the Raw Tag Division?
Yep.
All the tag divisions.
Yeah,
they're
pretty
all
much.
pretty
Well,
awful.
especially for Raw. It's just...
Yeah, they
wow.
just jobbed out the entire tag. Fucking.
The whole
Tag
division
division.
to Braun. So basically, Braun just destroys the entire division and calls out Corbin. Obviously, Corbin doesn't come out. Stephanie comes out and she makes a deal with Braun saying that if Raw does win, he does get the title shot after Survivor Series.
Title opportunity.
Title
Get
opportunity.
it right, McMahon.
Point is that he's going to get a title shot after the Survivor Series if Raw wins.
They're gonna win
They're-
3 years in a
Yeah.
row.
Yeah.
Not only are they gonna win,
oh.
he'll get his freaking pro. He'll get it
Okay.
anyways. Who cares?
Sorry to cut you off. That's another thing that pissed me off about Raw was that they kept saying that Raw won the past 2 years. Last I checked, 2016 SmackDown won the 5-on-5 match. Last year Raw won. How is SmackDown 0 for 2 if they won in 2016?
Loophole.
I mean-
Loophole.
And it wasn't
Maybe the women won last year.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, maybe.
oh, that could. That's what you know.
whatever.
That's what-
Yeah, whatever fits
You're
the
right.
narrative that they need to
but they
say.
kept saying 0 for 2 in the past 2 years. They kept saying that as if like
Well, they're hoping people like you don't
Yeah.
go back and look it up.
Nerd.
Stupid.
Oh, no.
Stupid Wikipedia.
No,
Brand
it's the
supremacy
fact-
means
it's-
something, guys.
It's the fact that they treat the audience like they're idiots.
Yeah, that's very true, and it's. I mean,
Because we are.
because
Yeah,
we
we
are.
are.
I mean, we're
We're
fans.
grown men
We're-
watching wrestling, man. Come on.
We're gonna watch it anyway, but yeah, you do have a point. They do throw out some kind of lies every now and then, aka Trump. But you know, like they do stuff like this, and we're supposed to believe it, but deep down we know we have the internet, we can look it up.
And here's another thing that kind of pissed me off. Well, not pissed me off, but I kind of got under my skin. Ember Moon versus Nia Jax. Michael Cole. Wow, he'd mentioned that not once but twice during the match that Ember came up in this business idolizing Nia Jax.
Where the fuck was Nia Jax wrestling for Ember to idolize her?
That's a
NXT.
Not once but twice.
that's a
Ember's-
huge lie.
Ember's been wrestling in the independent scene way longer than Nia Jax ever started.
Is Ember like 17? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
They're both in their 30s.
No.
Yeah.
Ember's in the 30s.
Ember's 30.
Actually, look good. Black
She's
girl
cute.
Nia's a couple years older, but the point is that Nia just recently started, as I mentioned. Ember has been going on for about 10 plus years. How it that doesn't make any sense, but again, it's a narrative.
Are they trying to act like when Ember was in NXT, Nia was her idol in the main roster? Like,
Even then,
Dude, there are way better wrestlers than Nia Jax when she was in NXT. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's like, I would idolize like Charlotte Flair or freaking,
well, they're trying to tell a story, and I get that, but don't come at me with this bullshit.
that
Don't lie to
was
me.
complete bullshit.
At least be like Ember and her backstage friends or something.
yeah.
Don't hit me with, oh, she grew up idolizing her when she's like a year older. Like, oh wow.
Dog shit.
Yeah. What do you think about Ronda cutting a promo on us?
Fuck that
Yes,
bitch.
I don't like. I hate her hair. I hate everything about that promo. I didn't like it.
I feel like Vince wrote it for her, and
think?
Vince hates millennials.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
we're watching like what did you say? Like we're wearing skinny jeans, guilty, and like
Same here.
getting avo toast.
avocado toast.
Shit's
entitled-
delicious, by the way.
What the fuck? What's wrong with avocado
Yeah.
toast?
Chill out.
This bitch.
I don't know. I feel like that was just a really bad way to go at it. She
seemed pretty
says-
heelish.
Yeah, because she's coming after Becky and calling her the millennial man. But, bro, your entire audience is millennials. So, like,
Exactly.
they're going after their own audience, really. They want Ronda to be the heel in this.
Yeah, that's kind of like a shitty move. Like they need to make her the biggest baby face like against Becky Lynch. I mean, Becky Lynch is the fucking badass. I mean, everyone loves her, but no one's not gonna follow her. So I mean, why would you turn her against the fans? It's really fucking dumb.
Especially when you have a person like Becky Lynch that the crowd is behind, they're always going to see her as superior to Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
because she is one of their girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not from MMA.
Absolutely.
She's not from UFC. And that's how I think of it, actually.
I mean, but when Becky Lynch brings in her promos, you believe everything that she's saying. So it's like you kind of you can't help but like, yes, she's right. She has every right to say those things. But it's like, I don't know, like Ronda Rousey, she's only been here for what, like 6-7 months or so, like maybe
And
not even that, like 4 or 5 months. maybe.
Hasn't really had any crazy matches with
No,
anybody.
none whatsoever.
As far as promos go, I from my understanding is that a lot of it is her input, and then also a lot of it is also Heyman's as well.
Yeah, I heard that it was a lot of Heyman doing all the writing, and she just gives her
And
input
that
on
promo
it.
was when I heard that promo, that definitely reeked of Paul Heyman, right? That was a Paul Heyman promo.
Well, because even on SmackDown, he said, if you're too young enough to know what that reference is, Google it, bitches, or something like that.
Yes.
So that another shot at us millennials because we don't know fucking what. I don't even remember what song it was. Let's move on.
Hotel California. I
Hotel
believe.
California.
Hotel
yeah.
California.
Yeah, come on, dog, get a grip. Blah 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 blah.
Also, not that it matters, but Chad Gable and Bobby Roode are the co-captains of Raw after they finally had the Battle Royal later on the show.
Who cares?
Yeah. Again, that just goes to show you the Raw tag division. Let me speaking of Heyman,
we can't keep going down the list like this. We're trying to keep it a little sped up. So what were you gonna say, Dick?
speaking of Heyman, his promo with Brock, he did have a promo on Raw as well.
Yeah. I mean, Raw wasn't really that great. There's a few things, but I didn't really pay attention to most of it.
The biggest thing I was a fan of was the whole invasion. I love like faction and like people teaming up together. I love that shit.
I'm all for invasion angles.
I love that shit.
It catches people off guard. I didn't see it coming. I thought it was dope. And then for it to be all women coming out, which was dope. I didn't, the thing about pausing feuds because Charlotte and Becky hated each other last week, and now they're fighting together. It's
Now they're best
weird.
friends.
But these invasion things really can pop a crowd.
I love
Yeah.
it. It pops me. I love to pick sides and be like, fuck you, whoever, But yeah, I'm totally into it. And I loved, obviously, the Becky moment was raw.
And then toward the end, Stephanie did. She was pissed at Corbin, and she had asked Corbin, "What are you gonna do? How are you gonna retaliate?" And did you guys see any invasions on SmackDown? Because I sure as hell didn't see anything from Raw.
Nope.
No retaliation. Baron Corbin's a pussy.
Yeah.
And
Barry Corby.
Barry Corby. And then Stephanie, always has to get over everybody. She makes everyone look really bad. Help me out, guys. Come
Let's
on.
go to SmackDown. Fuck it. What was that?
So with the invasion, Becky, that's her crowning achievement thus far. I think more than anything, this is all led up to her accidentally getting a bloody nose and still sticking her arms out like, come at me, bro. Like, I still want to fight. I'll fuck up anybody. I don't care if my nose is broken. And she exited through the crowd at the top of it, just looking down at everybody. I thought that was pretty awesome.
That was a highlight. And probably the
Yeah.
only highlight. But
And-
yeah.
And the internet was quick to make shirts of that too.
Yeah.
So look, it's so fucking dope.
I had to rewatch that segment twice because I wasn't sure like how Becky had initially like why was she bleeding?
I thought Dana Brooke did it because
That's what a lot of
she's
people
the
thought
worst.
too.
Yeah, but see, I knew it wasn't her because she was barely getting in the ring, and Becky was barely getting up.
But she
And
wasn't
that's when
bloody
she,
yet
like-
until.
Yeah, I mean, that's when she like wiped her face and like all the blood was like all
It
over
was
her
those quick.
arm.
It was those quick edits, and
Yeah.
you just had to like. I caught it again like a third time. I'm like, oh, there we go. It was like a split second, and then you could see Nia just throwing a punch at Becky.
Yeah, and they replayed the shit out of it on SmackDown too.
Yeah.
Figure.
Because they know they got fire now with this shit.
Oh,
Straight fire.
Oh.
it's like the best thing that happened.
They called
for
it
them.
the King of Ring 96 moment for her.
For sure. The WrestleMania
WrestleMania 13.
13
Oh, shit,
when
that's
Stone
sad.
Cold was bloodied up.
Yeah, Crimson Face
So let's the Crimson Mask.
mask.
Let's get into SmackDown. A really good episode of SmackDown. All the matches were awesome. They did a lot of good promo work. AJ Styles was in the ring. Heyman comes out and is basically egging him on, like, you're not the best. Daniel Bryan's the best. So then Daniel Bryan comes out and he's like, if you say my name one more time, and he's like, Daniel Bryan. And then boom, Daniel Bryan, they're off to the races. And was it Shane? Issues a match for that
Yes.
night for the world title for Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
But it didn't make sense though, because Daniel Bryan should have been mad at Paul Heyman, not AJ, because Heyman was the one that kept bringing up Daniel Bryan's name at
Yeah.
first. But I thought that was weird right there. Like, why is he going after AJ? But
Is something wrong with AJ? Is that why he can't fight Lesnar, or they just wanted something different because we got the same match?
two
last year?
things. Number one, Becky being out, that changed everyone's plans. That's why they did the title match on SmackDown. And number two, Brock's not going to lose.
I mean,
Brock is definitely not losing for a while.
I think they did it, one, because he's had the belt for like, I think 512 days or something like that.
Who? Brock?
No, AJ.
AJ?
He beat the CM Punk thing.
I thought it was
Yeah, he's
371.
up there.
Let's find
I
out.
thought it was 371 or something.
From
No,
from
I
that-
don't think it was. I think it's probably been a year. Just
A little over a year,
It's
I think.
a little bit over a year, because it was the same time last year that
He's
he
like
beat
8th all
Jinder
time.
In Manchester.
in
Yeah.
Manchester. So it was about the same time last year, because last year they were advertising Jinder versus Brock for the longest. And then when SmackDown was in Manchester, that's when they decided to do the title change, which was around about a couple days before Survivor Series.
But I think Daniel Bryan Brock is going to sell tickets, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
absolutely.
That's
Another dream match right there.
It's definitely not these Survivor Series matches.
yeah. No, definitely.
So Jeff Hardy is now on the Team SmackDown to round out the crew, and then I feel like they telegraphed that AJ was going to lose that night because they kicked Daniel Bryan off the team.
Right.
Like, why would you, without
That's
explaining
true.
anything?
That's true.
He was already off the team, and they were trying to make a new team with saying Daniel Bryan's off the team. Like, why is he off the team?
It took me a second to realize, like, why is that the case? That doesn't make sense.
Well, we found out later why.
Absolutely. Yeah, there you go.
Really surprising episode of SmackDown. Not its best, but I am pumped for the Shinsuke versus Seth. He promoted that. That was cool.
371. That was AJ's reign. 371 days.
How long was Punk's?
434.
Okay, so didn't beat the record.
Yeah.
Damn, they saved him. Surprisingly.
CM Punk is still in the annals.
That means they're going to
Of-
use him.
of-
He's going to come back.
AJ.
And it's not even a record. It's just within the past 20 years. That's really it.
Yeah, because no one's beating Bruno.
And not even 20 years. I mean, 15 really, because I think even Kevin Nash had a longer reign than CM Punk. Let's see. Let me find out. I'm kind of curious.
But what do you guys think of the tag team that SmackDown's going to have? I think their team is way better.
It's like I said earlier. Raw's tag team division is complete trash compared to SmackDown.
Well, I mean, you have the Colognes on Team SmackDown, so not a huge improvement, but
It's still better than what Raw has.
Usos and New Day alone
Yup,
are the
yeah.
fucking best. And
And then you have Sanity too. So I mean,
who?
well, yeah. But, I mean, they
I like that Bobby was
They're
super
dope.
excited.
I mean,
oh, you have Sanity too.
They're
Like-
dope. They're dope. And then you have
Are they?
the Good Brothers too.
Okay, yeah, the
the
Good
So, I mean,
Brothers.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have a good team. They have way better team than Raw, I think.
I don't even know who the
Well,
team.
Yeah,
I mean, you look at SmackDown, you have the Usos and New Day. Look at Raw. I mean, Raw's division is just, aside from AOP, who else is on that division?
Gable and Rude.
captains.
The B
that could
team?
be on the same
Oh
level.
yeah, the B team.
Mr.
that are on the
Matt
same
over
level as the New Day and the Usos.
No,
Absolutely not.
No,
they are the B team. That's why
They're
they're the B.
Raw's tag team division is the B team.
Yeah, definitely. That's a hands down for sure. Yeah.
Do you think the tag team Survivor Series match is going to be pre-show?
Yes.
I sure as fuck hope so.
I think it's going to open the event, honestly.
No.
I think it's going to try to...
It's a Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
But who gives a fuck?
You still got some good in-ring wrestlers there, though. But
Oh, you have wherever wherever it goes on, it's going to be a great match. When you have
Yeah.
the New Day and the Usos probably orchestrating this whole shit.
Yep.
By the way, the New Day has some badass triple team moves. because there was a 3-on-3 match with the Bar and Big Show versus the New Day, and dude, they were flying. There was move after move after move that they were hitting on Sheamus.
Yeah, I saw
it was
that.
awesome.
And then it ended with the elbow drop from the top. I think
Yeah.
it ended with that, yeah. But that was dope.
It went from like the big ending to like a SOS into like all this crazy shit. Super dope match. And the big takeaway, other than Becky Lynch, is Daniel Bryan's the new champion.
That was crazy.
And he's a heel now.
Did I
Yes,
see
he
that
turned.
coming at all? The heel turn, I mean.
I didn't see the heel turn coming at all.
Honestly, it's like I was telling you guys downstairs. I was watching the match and I wasn't really paying attention. I was like half looking at it, kind of cleaning my room, doing
Great
other
match.
shit. Great match.
Yep.
Great. I knew it was going to be a great match, but I was like, there's no fucking way they're passing this belt on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Before Survivor Series, right before it. There's no fucking way. And then they did it. Like, they did something that I would have never thought would have happened.
They did the same thing last year.
Especially for Daniel Bryan,
Yeah.
who is known for his neck issues, and Brock Lesnar is going to break his fucking neck, dude.
Fuck.
I'm super curious to see how they booked that match.
Did you see how he was throwing away Sunil?
Dude.
He was folding
That
him
was-
up like an accordion. Both of those.
That's what I wanted to talk about earlier with the Brock segment. Was just he destroyed the Singh brothers.
I feel bad for them. They probably are sore as fuck.
Everyone I saw, I was like, "Oh God, not another German! No, come on, don't hold on to him. Don't just let him fly."
he lets him
And-
fly, dude. Oh, that's crazy.
And then also with going back to Raw, Jender's fall from grace is just a perfect example right there. Like he comes out and tries to be Brock's cheerleader only to get destroyed.
Yeah. That's
1 year ago he was the champion, and now he's just Brock's cheerleader who got destroyed.
He's a biatch.
But I mean, when I was looking at the match, but going back to the main event for SmackDown, I noticed that Daniel Bryan was acting pretty heelish, like as far as during the match,
Oh,
because he kept exploiting AJ's shoulder. He kept ramming his shoulder. He was doing heel moves, holds, just.
well, he's a submission guy, so he's got to
Right.
target something, especially the shoulder for the yes lock. But yeah, he was throwing him in the post a lot.
More times than what a babyface would do.
Yeah. And then the crowd looked stunned.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Yes.
crowd shots. Those stomps to AJ's face looked stiff as shit. And that's the difference between a Nia Jax.
Nia Dax, Nia Dax Shepard.
Nia Jax and Daniel Bryan, a professional versus a jabron. That doesn't have any experience to be throwing stiff shit like that. And they teach them it's got to look stiff, but Daniel Bryan knows what he's doing. Obviously, he didn't break anyone's nose when he's putting a boot to AJ's face. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
that move is sick when he grabs both your arms.
Dude,
Dude,
you
I
have
never
nowhere
seen-
to go. You can't do
Dude, you're
shit.
fucked.
Nothing.
That
do
was
that in a
American
real fight.
That was American Dragon shit right there.
I wish a guy I'm fighting would let me grab his arms and just let me get
Dude.
one.
You're gonna get your fucking head kicked in. So yeah, Daniel Bryan with a low blow that put it way over. And then I was like, okay,
Like how, Andrew?
that put me
No,
like way over.
We're not recording. Are we recording?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
recording.
man.
We're back.
And I just fucked up my whole shit. Anyways, Daniel Bryan is now a heel. Good move or bad move?
Good.
I don't mind it, I guess, but I mean, it's kind of weird with you have a heel going against Brock Lesnar.
Who's the
who's-
tweener?
Yeah, so it's kind of weird.
The dynamic is weird, but for Daniel Bryan, I think it was definitely a change of pace. I mean, at first I was kind of shocked, but then I thought about it, I was like, you know what? It's a change of pace because he's cooled off ever since he came back.
Oh, he's been boring, borderline
Yeah.
boring. And I'm excited to all the other matches that they can do now that he's a heel against. He can wrestle a completely different style, a savage
Absolutely.
style, and they're going to be able to put on way different matches than him just being the underdog babyface.
And it's better because he actually has a chance to win now. Because as a heel, he can cheat to win.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only way it's believable that Daniel Bryan beats Brock Lesnar in a match.
Another thing I want to bring up is AJ Styles is a dumb babyface.
Yeah,
They all are.
they all are.
Especially AJ. He has not learned his lesson at all this year. Wear a cup, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think.
After getting kicked in the dick by so many people.
But
Shinsuke alone.
Shinsuke alone, yeah. You would think like, oh shit, I
Poor
better wear
Wendy.
a cup, dude.
But
Poor Wendy.
in kayfabe land, I think what you would argue is that it's illegal to get kicked in the balls, so he's not expecting to get kicked in the balls. Therefore, it's a disqualification, and he wins.
That's
Yeah.
true. Maybe it messes up his mobility
That's true. That's what I would say.
because he got a big dick.
Yeah.
Because he's a high flyer too.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know, like
The phenomenal
Okay.
one.
There you go.
That makes sense. Can someone put elbow pads on Dan O'Brien? Because he always has a gash in his elbow every single match.
How does he get him?
I don't know, but he always has like a chunk of his elbow missing.
Ring probably just being on the ring wrestling.
now, do you think with him going heel like this that the crowd is actually going to follow
Hell yeah.
with him?
He's still Daniel Bryan.
Like, do you
Dude.
think that the fans are going to boo him now?
Yeah.
Look at Becky.
yeah, look at Becky.
I mean, I don't see this happening. I don't see the fans booing him at all. I think they're going to go with it.
He was
and
getting
they're gonna love
he was
it.
getting booze during the match
mean,
and even after.
AJ is beloved.
He's the best. Like he's hands down for the last 2 years. He's been the shit. Like he was the best. And I don't. I mean, it's kind of. I guess this is kind of like, hey man, go ahead, take a break. You've been working hard for a whole year with
Yeah,
that belt.
That's
Yeah.
true. That makes sense.
So but the thing is, I don't. I mean, he might have gotten a few boos because of this, but he's going against Brock. I mean, you're gonna have to cheer him.
They're gonna cheer the shit out. It's a David versus Goliath, and I'm worried they're gonna book him as like a little chicken shit heel.
Yeah.
But he has to be though, right?
He doesn't have to be. He's a great wrestler, and he can just prove he's a great wrestler. He can do like some dastardly things.
That's true.
But he doesn't have to be running like the Miz.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
You know,
What's gonna happen with him and the Miz now too? That's
Dude.
interesting to me.
everything's kind of been flipped over because
Yeah.
of this one single move.
And I love it. It was unpredictable, and it's not something that you would see WWE doing. So it was really cool. I didn't see this actually happening, but
Before we move on to our predictions,
No one saw that happen.
Before we move on to predictions, do you think that somehow Miz turns face?
It could happen.
it could
Do
happen.
you see it happening, like being a good thing?
No.
This will be your dream come true when you wins the belt from him too.
Bro, if Miz wins the belt as a face, it's over. The greatest wrestler ever.
Miz's money is him being a heel. Him as a babyface, he could pull it off, but he's really a heel.
But we'll see, because Daniel Bryan is the ultimate baby face. And then we'll see how he has a heel run, and they gave him that shot. So we'll see. Should we move on to takeover predictions?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
I'm ready to win this shit.
I want to do Takeover and Survivor
Let's
Series.
do it.
Oh, yeah.
You want to count it as one big one? Because that way there's
Yeah,
more.
for sure,
Let's
for
do
sure.
one.
More points.
Yeah.
Okay.
More points, more chances to win. And I especially want to do it because we're going to be there.
What are we winning?
What? I don't know what we're going to win.
Okay, let's do something only for this pay-per-view. That way it's just a one-off.
Well, Big Four, we should be doing something.
Okay. Loser has to really, this time for real, take shots.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm down with
We'll
that.
do 4 shots for the 4 horsemen.
I was thinking I lost a bet and I have to eat the Death Nut Challenge.
That doesn't sound like I want to
is
do
that?
that.
What the hell is that?
They're the hottest peanuts in the world, and there's 5 of them, and there's levels, and you can't drink milk for like 5 minutes afterwards. The loser has to do that with me because I'm not losing this shit.
Fuck.
Wait, okay, what if you lose,
What
though?
if you do lose?
You gotta do
10
double?
nuts?
I'll take shots.
Okay. All right, okay. I'm down. Fuck it. Let's do it. You down?
I don't, man.
How bad is it, though?
I have a bad stomach, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
This is
man.
gonna.
Okay,
Screw
all right,
me up.
pussy. We'll do shots.
I
do-
can't even drink
We'll
milk.
do 5 shots then. It has to be 5 shots over the course of the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm not a shots guy, dude.
I'll do it.
Well,
I'm
too bad.
done. I'm off
No.
Thursday and
Shots or
Friday of
nuts,
next
whatever.
week.
Which one do you want?
Yeah,
Dave?
shots or nuts. Shots or nuts.
In
You
your
want
mouth.
you want a shot in the
you
nuts?
want to take a shot or you want a nut?
Shots or nuts.
You want a shot of nut?
Shot a nut.
I'm
in
down
your
for
mouth.
shots.
I'm down for
right?
shots. I feel like it's fun and
Yeah.
We're gonna all end up taking shots anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Fine, shots.
There we go.
Shots.
Start. You gonna keep track of this one?
yeah, I'll write it down.
all right. So
This is for takeover first.
Takeover first. It's gonna be the shit. Something happened.
Hey, yeah.
I hear buzzing. Oh, that was you, Byron.
Sorry.
Oh,
This match or this show is gonna be probably better than anything on Survivor Series. So let's go down the card just in order on Wikipedia here. You have for the NXT Championship Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. Let's start with Dick and go down.
Yeah, we'll rotate again.
Yeah.
This one's only 4 matches. Too.
Ciampa versus Velveteen
No
Dream.
spoilers, Dick.
I'm not looking up anything.
No help.
I'm not looking up anything. I don't see Ciampa losing the belt anytime soon. So I'm gonna go with Ciampa.
All right.
As much as I like Velveteen Dream, I just think he's not ready to. Ciampa's not ready to drop the belt yet.
All these matches are gonna be hard to call.
That's true.
I am a huge fan of the Velveteen Dream. I'm gonna buy a shirt at NXT. His Macho Man shirt. Fuck.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
This is a tough one, bro.
Because where does Ciampa go after he beats Velveteen? You can go back and feud with Johnny again.
Well, for non-title,
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
main roster.
I don't know. This is hard. I think Velveteen Dream is gonna take that shit.
What first black NXT champ?
Yeah. Well, Big E was a.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But the new one,
Yeah.
gay black man,
Yeah.
ambiguous.
Kayfabe game.
Sexually ambiguous.
Damn, you got.
Just because I don't know what Tommaso Ciampa does after this. Well, fuck.
Damn, you got Dream. Wow.
Fuck it. Book it.
Book
Gonna be Dream. All right. So I think I'm gonna go the same because I think that since Gargano is kind of a heel now, I think he teams up with Ciampa. So I'm gonna go V Dream.
Oh.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go for the same reason. I'm gonna go Chomp.
Giving away my shit.
God.
I'm gonna go Chomp. I'm gonna go Chomp though.
Chomp. Okay.
Wait. What was yours, Bobby? Did you say Ciampa or
No, I said Dream.
He said Dream.
Dream?
Two
Okay.
dreams in the champ.
Okay.
Bah. After that, we have Aleister Black facing Johnny Gargano. I don't know because I feel like Johnny needs this more than Aleister does. Aleister's out for revenge.
This one's tough too.
Yeah, these are all pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Johnny Gargano. All these are gonna be wrong, by the way.
Damn, these are hard.
'Cause
I
these are
hate
really
this
hard.
one.
Yeah, these are tough ones.
Gargano's a heel, but he says he had to do what he had to do in order to get to Ciampa. And Black, I feel like coming off that injury, he might need this win more.
Ooh, this is a tough one, but I'm gonna go Gargano.
Damn, y'all are crazy. You went Gargano too?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm scared. I don't know. I don't want to be doing nuts or shots.
I said Aleister Black, didn't I?
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
If I didn't, I meant Black.
Okay.
I'm gonna go the Black of the Berry also because shit.
It's tough, isn't it?
Shit. You know what? Fuck. All right, I'm gonna go Gargano because I
look
think
at you.
Gargano's gonna Ciampa's gonna win the Gargano the title match.
Dick?
I'm gonna go with Gargano as well.
Hey, me and Bobby are going to lose, and you guys are both going to win. Or the way around. Who knows?
You never know.
Well, Bobby got Gargano, right?
Yeah, you're the only one that picked Black.
I'm the only one to pick Black?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to win then.
Always bet on Black.
After that, we have the War Games match. The Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, arguably the greatest wrestlers in NXT, versus Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders. Who do you got, Bob? And this match is going to steal the show.
This is gonna be
What
a
is-
great match.
Good ass card, dude.
I'm gonna go Undisputed, just because they're fucking dope and I love Adam Cole, baby.
I'm gonna go with UE also because I think this is their swan song. They're done after this. It's time to
Ooh.
go main roster. All of them. They accomplished everything they need.
So you're gonna say Undisputed Era wins and they're gonna debut on Raw Monday?
No, probably like Rumble.
Rumble?
Like early next year.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna go with Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and War Raiders
Ooh.
because Undisputed Era did win last year.
Yeah.
2 times in a row.
I'm going to go Undisputed Era just so they can be able to say we are undefeated in War Games matches. And they're the shit. Even though I love Pete Dunne and Ricochet.
And the War Raiders.
War Raiders are dope
And
too.
War Raiders as well.
But I'm a huge Ricochet mark. After that, we got for the NXT Women's Championship, 2 out of 3 falls matches. 2 out of 3 falls match. Shayna Baszler taking on Kairi Sane, the rematch.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with the Bays because her 4 horsemen are there now, or the horsewomen are coming. Her version. So there's no shot Kyrie wins, and plus Shayna just won it. I think Kyrie doesn't need it as much as her. I think Shayna needs that belt.
Who do you got, Dick?
Ditto to what you're saying, Byron. Shayna just won it a few weeks ago, so I don't see her. There's really no point in her losing it right away. So I'm gonna go with Shayna.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Shayna. I see Shayna winning the first fall, Kyrie winning the second one, and Shayna winning the third one.
Same. I have to go the same because, yeah, I mean, I don't see her losing the belt just yet. And I don't know. Kyrie Sane is dope as shit, but I don't see her like that great to hold the belt for. And then what happens to Shayna?
Not when she's coming out with a wheel.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, let's get into the Survivor Series. Welcome, everybody, to... No, never mind. Anyways, we have... In a singles match, I thought Becky giving the match to Ronda without giving up the belt kind of defeats the purpose of champion versus champion.
It does.
It was almost like when the Green Ranger gave his powers to the Red Ranger.
Oh yeah,
because the Green Ranger couldn't keep fighting. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. I really don't know who's gonna win this one. I feel like Ronda has to, but Charlotte could be fighting for something bigger than herself. But I'm gonna go Ronda on this one.
Nice. It's your pick, right, Dick?
We'll keep it going down the line.
Okay, we'll
go
keep
for it,
going.
Bobby.
Yeah, I don't see Ronda losing this one. I think she has to win because like it's gonna keep that feud going with Becky Lynch. So her losing, that would kind of like defeat the purpose, I guess.
Yeah.
You going with Rodney then, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ronnie too. There's no way Charlotte wins this shit. No way in hell is she winning.
Do you
this
think
one.
Becky was gonna win the match?
Yeah,
I thought
in some controversial way.
Not
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be clean.
I still think. Did you already give your
Yeah, Ronnie.
Ronnie? Either way, I think there is going to be some sort of screwy finish. I don't think it's going to be clean. At least not for Charlotte. If she does win, I don't think she's going to win clean.
Would they let Becky interfere?
I think there's going to be some sort of shenanigans. As far as Becky interfering, I don't know. I mean, if they're going to have her maybe go out there and do something light. I don't know. I mean,
What if Shayna comes out
That's what I'm thinking
for
too.
Ronda?
that's another thing I
And
wanted. That's another thing as well. Like Becky, the rumor was that Charlotte and Ronda were supposed to be the main event at WrestleMania. Now they moved it over to the Sunday. Two things could happen. A, they can either do Becky versus Ronda at WrestleMania, or B, they can do horsewomen versus horsewomen.
Ooh.
Because
Are they ready though? The other horsewomen from Ronda's camp?
no.
I don't know if they're going to be ready.
And plus, they're heels. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You can have they can be an invasion angle.
Yeah, but I mean, Ronda's supposed to be the next face. You know what I mean?
You can always turn her heel. I mean,
Look at Nia.
especially if you have
That's true.
someone like Heyman writing her promos, and how her promo was this week, and she's a babyface, she can be a heel right away. It's really easy for her to be a heel. I could see that happening if they want to do the horsewomen versus horsewomen rivalry.
I booed her when she came out.
Yeah, I mean it's very possible. Ronda's getting cheered, but it could just easily be where she just turns heel like that. It could happen.
So who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Ronda on this one.
Yeah, we're all going wrong.
I think there's gonna be some sort of shenanigans though.
Yeah. There's actually a good burn that Becky had on Ronda on Twitter. Basically was like, I took a punch and I can't fight this match. You took a punch and you quit the UFC.
Oh, you went hiding
yeah,
for
I saw
yeah,
that.
yeah. Because Amanda Nunes fucked her up, dude. Made her pack
yeah.
her bags, dude.
That was bad.
That was
it
bad.
was embarrassing.
No, and then what's her name? Beat her, Holly Holm, dude.
And Holly Holm, that was
Dude,
the one.
the
That wa-
knockout
when
that
she
kick.
went into Sloth from the Goonies in that full sloth.
Oh man.
Great
Ouch.
picture. Great picture. Whoever did that. Champion versus championship. Champion versus champion. Mid card style. Intercontinental champion Seth Rollins versus the United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
Damn, that was good.
It's all right. I didn't give it my full gusto.
Is that you, Bob?
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I'm next.
Potential match of the night.
Yeah.
This, I think it.
I hope.
It really should be.
I think it's gonna open up Survivor Series.
Ooh, that's gonna be crazy.
That'd be a great way to kick it off.
Yeah. Damn, I want it. Seth is so hot right now, but I want Nakamura to win because like it would boost his his card, I guess.
I forgot he was a U.S. champ.
Damn.
I forgot Shinsuke was on the roster.
I gotta go Seth.
Gay.
That's what sucks.
I guess I'll go. I'm gonna go for my fella Asian, and because I think Dean's gonna have playing effect somehow.
Yeah,
I agree.
can see that. Yeah.
I agree.
More shenanigans.
Yep. A lot of shenanigan possibilities this card.
Who do you got, Dick?
Same with Byron. I'm gonna go with Shinsuke. And I think Dean is gonna somehow interfere.
Well, fuck you guys.
Yeah. I was gonna go with Shinsuke before Byron said that, but that really put it over the top for me. Shinsuke needs this shit.
Yeah, he needs it, bro.
He's not doing anything lately. So, and why do they keep making him talk? Take the mouthpiece out at least, dude. Do something.
Let him wrestle somebody good. God, how about that?
He's a perfect example of him needed a manager. He needs a mouthpiece.
And not the one in his mouth.
No, not a literal
I
mouthpiece,
think he just needs to get better.
a manager.
Yeah, he needs a manager.
He's had a good run so far, though. I think his run isn't that bad. But let's go next one. It's,
Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion, with Paul Heyman, versus Dan O'Brien, the brand new heel WWE Champion. I've been wanting to see this match since Dan O'Brien came back, even before. They were booking that already before.
Yeah.
And then Dan O'Brien got hurt. So
my pick.
David versus Goliath. Byron, who do you got?
Here's my hot take of the day. I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan with help from the Miz.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna will it to happen.
You think the Miz bleeds blue that much?
Yeah. Well, I think he bleeds. Heel Daniel Bryan. I think them together could be pretty cool.
Holy that's actually pretty. Dude, I'm hot for
I'm
that.
100% into
I
that.
need that.
Who do you got, Dick?
Like I said earlier, I don't see Brock losing at all. So Brock for sure.
Damn, I don't know. You saw the lengths that AJ or that Bryan went against AJ to win the belt. I could see him doing something similar to Brock. Fuck. I'm gonna go down to Bryan on this one.
D-Bry. These are really tough ones, dude.
It's a good card if we're having this much discussion about who's gonna
That's
win.
got to say something, right?
Yeah.
Even though I'm on 2 weeks build.
I think I'm gonna go D-Bry too
Boom.
because I really want him to win.
So I'm the only one that's going Brock then.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Doesn't mean D. Bry's not gonna get his ass tossed.
No, he's
but-
gonna get tossed though.
He's gonna get wrecked.
he is.
But
He's
I
probably
could,
crying.
I could see him. I could see Brock winning by DQ also.
True.
That's true.
All right. Anyways, after that we have the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match for brand supremacy. Who cares? Against Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley. With
Your rush is to the point,
It's
dude.
very nasal. With Baron Corbin at ringside versus Team SmackDown, The Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy. Whose turn is it? Is it your turn, Dick?
Stick.
I'm gonna go. I'll go for.
How about this? For the Survivor Series match, we call the winner and extra points for the last man standing.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Raw on this one. I'm gonna go with Raw.
Who do you think is gonna be the last man standing?
I think
True.
Braun and Drew.
One person.
One person.
I can't be left standing there.
I don't think it's gonna be a solo man standing. I think there's gonna be 2 people standing.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Ooh, okay.
But if only one of those, you don't get it.
That's fine.
Okay.
So this one's tough because Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman don't like each other. Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre don't like each other. Dolph Ziggler took a Claymore from Drew McIntyre. And Bobby Lashley is a bad guy.
I'm black.
And he's a black guy. So I see a lot of problems on that team where you have a team with The Miz and Shane McMahon. I don't know. I feel like the SmackDown team is weaker, but I feel like they're going to work better. So I'm going to go SmackDown on this one.
Who's last?
Ooh.
Please say Shane.
Samoa? That's a lot of good choices there.
I'm going to go, Rey Mysterio.
Ooh.
Ray. All right.
Going with the baby boy.
I think I'm gonna go with SD2.
Sucking dick.
And
We all know you do
I
that.
think I'm gonna go with Ray. Only on weekends.
Oh well,
This
the
weekend for
weekend's
him.
coming up then.
You know.
Who do you got for your final Survivor?
I'm gonna go Ray.
Ray. Okay.
Fucking, I'm gonna go Team Raw. Drew by himself.
That was the other way I would have went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we have another Survivor Series match. Same rules apply. Mickie James, Nia Jax, the Killer, Tamina, Natalya, and Ruby Riott with Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. That's weird. Against Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, Asuka, and TBD. I thought they had that team finished.
Me too. Oh well.
Charlotte was a 5th person, but then
Oh, that's
she
right.
replaced Ronda, so they didn't really say who was going to be the 5th person. For this one, do you guys want to do?
I know who that's going to be.
Do you guys want to say who the 5th person is?
I think it's going to be Lana. There's no other women to be on the team.
Who else is there?
They want to try to do women's tag team titles, but this is the whole roster here, and Lana's the only one I feel like that's left, unless it's someone from NXT.
Yeah, somebody's got a job too.
That could be the case.
I think we just go
Shayna B.
who's last.
Who's picking?
Drew, I think.
Is it my turn?
Your
yeah,
turn.
yeah.
Damn, do I want to go with a clean sweep from SmackDown? I'm gonna go Team Raw on this one.
Ooh, who's last?
Nia Jax and Tamina.
Oh, that's true. Oh, Team Black.
The Samoan Sisterhood.
Yeah. Author's a pussy.
Who do you got, Bob?
I'm gonna go. Oh damn it! I think I want to go SmackDown, but they look so shitty. The only one that stands out to me is Asuka. That's it.
Sonya Deville, fool.
Fucking get the fuck out.
What? Damn it.
I think I'm gonna go.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey, dude.
I think I'm gonna go the same. Nia.
Yo, her gimmick is fucked now.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, she's and you know she's the one that's taking on the. She can take on the new contestant for the SmackDown belt, right?
Who? Sonya?
New contestant.
What are you
Like,
talking
she can, whoever like for
The number one contender?
Yeah, number one contender. She's like number one contender, right?
I was like, what, are you talking about America's Got Talent? Because I don't.
something like that. You
Wait,
know?
Sonya Deville's number one contender?
No,
What do you-
Nia
what-
Jax.
Oh, Mandy Rose is another one too.
As far as
She could be on the team.
She could be. Yeah.
She's a jabron, so who cares?
That's
Who
true.
cares?
I'm gonna go Team SmackDown. Asuka, obviously.
Maybe a good way to build her back up.
Yeah, and I picked Raw for the last one, so SmackDown has to win something.
Okay.
You did mention that Mandy Rose it might be a possibility.
Maybe
I was thinking maybe perhaps not the debut, but she already debuted last week, and that was Nikki Cross.
Oh, that's another one. Okay.
right.
So that's a possibility right there. But I'm gonna go with SmackDown on this one, and I'm gonna go with Asuka. I think
All right.
Asuka's gonna be the sole survivor.
Okay.
Team Asia
okay.
strikes again.
Asuka.
Dang it! What if like it's a clean sweep? Who? No one gets those extra points.
No
then,
one
right?
gets those extra points.
Okay.
Unless you guys call it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should get the extra points if that's the case. What was I going to say right now? There was something that I was missing that I was going to say about Team SmackDown. I don't know, whatever.
They're
Doesn't
terrible?
matter. Yeah, awful. Another Survivor, or no, this isn't a Survivor Series match. This is the AOP versus the Bar, champions versus champions. Bobby, who do you got and why?
Oof. I think I'm gonna go AOP because I think that this is their like breakout moment. Even though I really don't give a shit about them. But I think that this is kind of their breakout. I guess to make them look stronger, make them look badass. But I really don't give a shit.
This is why the SmackDown or the tag team titles should just be one title for both brands because there's not enough to make everyone seem relevant. Really,
true.
when
That's
you
a
look
good
at both
point.
of these teams and all the ones in the tag team Survivor Series match, they all suck. Really,
Jobbers. A lot of them. A lot of them on Raw too.
who do you got?
I'm
Byron?
gonna go AOP just because I think it might be a squash too of some sort.
Interesting. Dick.
AOP as well. I don't know if it's going to be a squash, but they're going to be dominant against Sheamus and Cesaro.
I don't want to see the Bar lose, but I do think the author's a pussy. I just love that. I think the authors of pain are gonna win, and I think they're gonna really show off their strength against the Big Show in this match.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got a lot of nicknames for these freaky people, dude.
And the last Survivor Series match, probably on the pre-show, is going to be Team Raw, which is Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, The Revival, Jabrones, B-Team, Jabrones, Lucha House Party, Jabrones, and The Ascension, Jabrones, versus Team SmackDown, The Usos, New Day, Sanity, Sanity. They're a team on SmackDown. The Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, and the Colognes, Jabrones. That's gonna be weird. That's gonna be a weird. This is almost like a battle royal, Andre the Giant style.
Who's picking? Is it mine?
I think it's Bobby.
No, I think I did the last one.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
me. I'm gonna
Fire.
go Team SmackDown because they have the better guys. Well, I mean by better guys, I mean Usos and New Day.
Very true.
So they're going to be the last four left.
Oh, the last team standing is gonna be. Who's the captain of SmackDown?
The co-captains, Usos and New Day.
Us.
I'm gonna go Us.
Okay.
I'm going to go SmackDown. I think this one is probably going to be the clean sweep one.
All team. Okay.
Yeah, because I think SmackDown has the better lineup for sure. Although, I mean, I kind of given up on the Revival, but I could see them being the sole survivors in this match.
That'd be cool.
And being able to say that. Damn. Fuck it. SmackDown is going to win, and Sanity are going to be the lone survivors.
Nice. I changed my pick. I'm gonna do New Day instead.
What the fuck? You
Sorry.
can't change it. No, I'm just kidding. This is a tough one because there's a lot of back and forth, I guess, could see because SmackDown obviously has the better teams, but maybe this is the one that Raw might win. But I don't see anybody worth picking, so I think I'm gonna just go New Day.
All right. New Day on SmackDown.
Yeah,
You change it from the Usos?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And the last match probably going to be on the pre-show as well, unfortunately. Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali.
That's you, Dick.
Dickie, who do you got?
LA.
I don't see Buddy Murphy losing the belt anytime soon. So I'm going to go with Buddy Murphy.
Big Tip Murphy.
I don't watch 205 Live enough to really be able to give a scientific result to this match, but I think Buddy Murphy's going to retain also. Mustafa Ali's the shit though.
Same. I don't watch enough of it, but I don't have enough to say to give a intelligent answer. Just Buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mr. Alexa Bliss himself, Buddy Murphy.
And yeah, those are our picks. It's going to be a crazy night. Crazy 2 nights actually. I'm excited for Survivor Series for sure.
Ooh, this is gonna be
Um,
tough.
Because
excited
it's
for
one of
this
the top
weekend.
4. Because it's one of the top 4, they have to kind of go all out for it. I feel like, even with short rest, whatever.
Short notice
short
on all
notice on
these.
booking,
Yeah.
especially the last minute changes they had to do. But we'll find out next week on the Put Mover podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. downloading, subscribing. We're at the 1 hour and a half almost, an hour and 21 minutes. Great job, guys. A lot of content for y'all. Be sure to come back next week. And until I think of a better catchphrase, we'll see you next week.
Shots are nuts.